There we go. Broadcast is live. Welcome to post-election day, Wednesday morning coffee with Carrie, Adam, and Storm. One of us stayed up all night last night watching watching the election, and you can see it in my face right now. Stunning. But Adam put a title in here called "What's Next," and I don't think that actually refers to what's going on with our country politically. I think that means what's next for. What'd you say?
I said clickbait.
It's clickbait. That's a thirst trap.
I'm trying to drive up our viewers to like 10.
Are we at 4 yet this morning?
We're at 1, but let me share it on my Facebook.
Well, what we're going to do is instead of the clickbait of who won the election, what's next, we're going to talk about how we at ISI Elite Training make decisions, and I think it's done in a very well structured way. Adam, you're going to go way more in depth on this, but we have a pretty concrete goal. In the next 4 years, end of 2025, we want to be in 40 states with 400 locations, either open or under development, with 40,000 members that we're impacting. Now, lofty goals for a brand that only has 8 units open right now, but we have the team in place to do it. And, specifically, as I mentioned before, I want to hear how, as a young brand, as a founder of a young brand and the CEO and the leader of a young brand, how you're making decisions so that we can achieve that goal by the end of 2025.
Yeah, it first off, it has everything to do with you and nothing with me. So don't feel a level of responsibility there. Are you speechless?
I'm waiting for you to elaborate on what you're saying. Is that because I'm in the seat that awards franchises? Is that what you're saying? And that I need to work harder?
No, I was actually just trying to buy myself time while I was sharing it on Facebook on my personal page. But no, real talk. I can actually. Oh, Storm just went off camera.
Yeah, Alan's probably barking.
Yeah, so I can share the screen real quick of. I just happen to have it pulled up from our welcome call deck with our Lake Wiley team from yesterday.
Nice.
And this is one of the slides in our welcome call. And it's in our welcome calls. Once they become franchisees, we go over, essentially expectations of what we need from them, what they can expect from us, and go through, I don't think this one is going to be going through the values piece, but dedication to our values is control the controllable, accountability, responsiveness, and energy. But then I talk about how we make decisions, which I think is so critical. As a young brand, I think it's, sometimes tempting to do what is going to work right now and not look through the lens of what works with 200 locations or 400 locations. And that's really the lens in what we're looking through is this sustainable? Number one. And then number two, does this work with 200 plus locations? And that's the way that we're making decisions from an LMS standpoint, from the equipment package standpoint, from a leadership standpoint, from training, from a hiring, staffing, like you name it. That's the lens that we're looking through.
And even on the small level, right? Like vendor selection. So the vendors that you select right now, you don't want to be going back 3 years from now and restructuring that relationship. Make sure that everything's solid right now. One of the things that I love that you've been able to negotiate is 30-day terms with your promo and print and clothing vendors. So our franchisees can actually get the product into their facilities and start selling it before the bill is actually due. It's wonderful. You've been able to structure that at a small size. What other type of decisions are you bouncing up against that 40, 400, 4,000?
So we're actually in the middle of, I won't release too many details on it, but Kelly and Tennille are across from me right now, but the releasing a brand new LMS system, which is going to allow us to effectively scale, create pathways for training for each position within our organization, give us visibility into what's been seen, what has not been seen. I mean, the whole 9 yards. And it's the same, one of the platforms that, Driven Brands uses that has thousands of units under their umbrella. And so, it's a pretty substantial investment. But at the same time, again, setting the foundation and not trying to put Band-Aids on this thing and really doing it right from day one, so that it saves a lot of people stress and headaches, especially us, long term.
And I think that's our biggest complaint about how things work in the world sometimes is people get so concerned with growth and they don't put the proper infrastructure in place to support that growth. The simplest example I can think of doing exactly that is when an area's population takes off and 2-lane roads become highways because those are the only roads in place to support that population. And then they try and, build these highways in later. What you're doing right now is you're putting the infrastructure in place at ground zero to support the growth when it occurs. It's the right way to go about things. It'll make for smoother and more responsible growth.
So let's back up just 1 second, because many people may not know what LMS stands for, and you've said it twice without explaining what it is.
Learning management. It is, yeah. It's a learning management system.
Thanks to Neil.
Welcome.
Yep.
You should look at her.
No.
Look at her. She coached this morning. Look at her. She literally coached this morning and acts like she just went through World War III.
I feel like I got hit by a bus.
She coached 2 sessions.
2.5. I helped Chris. He was struggling.
Yeah.
I didn't have my high energy. But listen, when you overperform and deliver and you give it 120%, you're exhausted.
Yeah, Neil, there's only one thing I want to know.
How sexy do I look? How
This
good?
is a live broadcast. No, I want to know what's next. I want to know what's next.
What's next? She's going to be a powerhouse on that freaking computer today, leading our franchisees. That's what's next, Carrie. And she's going to coach at 4:00 this afternoon again. And she's probably going to sleep for like 12 hours
No,
tonight.
I'm going to do an ISI workout afterwards, and then I'm going to go night-night.
Oh, okay.
Kelly, you coming?
Cool.
Yeah, man. That's all we've got today. We've got work to do.
We do. Before we go, Storm Miller, what's the weather in Philadelphia?
Guys, you're gonna love this. It is finally a little bit nicer here in Philadelphia today. Again, cold in the mornings, right? So wake up, take Alan out around 6 o'clock, 6:30, and it was about 34 degrees. That is not the case right now. Right now, real field temps are right around 43 degrees. We are pushing up to a high real field temperature today of 65. 65 and sunny, no chance of rain, and temperatures are going to increase throughout the week. So looking forward into Thursday, Friday, and the weekend, we're looking at highs of 65, and then this weekend 72 on Saturday and Sunday, 71 on the following Monday. So feeling a little bit more like early fall. As opposed to late fall, early winter right now up here in Philadelphia. And I apologize for dropping off screen earlier. For those of our followers who know me a little bit more personally, I've got a 1-year-old Australian Shepherd puppy. And when I do not pay attention to him, he will walk around the house and he will grab random objects just to make sure Dad knows that he's still alive, one of which tends to be a boot. And then he also grabbed a pen and paper off of the counter. He is a known counter surfer. So I had to remove a couple of objects from his mouth and put him in his crate for a little time out while we finish the show.
Oh, good.
I'm going to have to put Tennille in her crate for a little time out.
Hey, Carrie, before we sign off, what markets are being represented next week in Discovery Day?
Discovery Day, yeah.
Next week, we're looking at potentially 3 markets down in Florida, Jacksonville, Orlando, and the Tampa St. Pete market again. And then we got a couple flying in from out in Colorado. Looking forward to that.
Amazing. And you have a baby due.
I have a baby due, yes. Michelle is at the doctor right now, working on the strategy as to when that baby is going to join us. So.
Oh, there's strategy to that.
Well, I mean, yeah, they don't want it to go past 40 weeks, so that's next week.
Okay. Cool.
We have to induce. We have to
I thought
induce.
it came when it wanted to come, but I thought babies came when they wanted to come, but
Listen, under normal circumstances, yes, but they, based off of her age and a couple other factors, they don't want to go past 40 weeks. So we'll see. But listen, healthy report yesterday or Monday, excuse me, 7 pounds.
awesome.
Sitting in there, ready to rock and roll, kicking like crazy. Just keeps
Wait,
dropping.
do you guys know the sex yet?
No. We don't have a name for a girl. So, if there are people actually watching,
I got a name for you. Isla Tober.
Can we not do this on live air, please?
No, let's do it real quick. I've got 4 minutes before my next meeting. So we could go with Tabitha Tober.
Tabitha is the name of my daughter.
Tabby Tober?
No. Tabitha is the name of my daughter's tooth fairy. We're not doing that.
Okay, that's a no-go. What else do you guys got for a T? Tammy Tober.
Absolutely not.
Topanga?
Boy Meets World.
You like that one?
I know. This is fun. You guys just keep firing names. Knock them away.
What else do we got? Come on.
T names? Are we looking purely for T names?
No, I don't know why it's T names. It's we have a boy's name. It's Killer, but we need a girl's name.
Keller? Like Keller Williams, the real estate company?
No, I said it's Killer. Like it's hilarious, but I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, you're not going to tell us
until the baby's born. But we do not have a girl's name. And
okay. How about Tober? Man, that's tough. Veronica.
Veronica Tober? Okay.
Veronica Tober.
I mean, my daughter, Claire Tober. That's nice.
Call her. Yeah, I like that. Come on, I need a T name. Tennille Tober.
Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Poor child. Taniel.
Tristan Tober. Tristan, you could go both ways.
You want me to name it after your wife?
Be a little weird, but sure. Tristan Tober. It could go both ways.
I have a boy's name. We have a boy's name. We do not have a girl's name. I like that. We name it after Tristan and be like, hey, Tris, you've had a profound impact on my life.
Yeah. What about Michelle Tober?
That's my girlfriend's name is Michelle.
I know.
It's not.
Michelle Jr.
I don't think you do that.
Says who?
We're not going to do that.
Okay. I got one more. Let me think about it.
You got 2 more minutes. You just called out. I can't wait. Is anybody writing in excellent suggestions in the comment box below?
No, we have 3 viewers right now.
Oh, wow. Up 300%.
Yes. We want to know, what should Carrie name his daughter that's going to be here next week?
If it's a girl.
If it's a girl. If it's a girl.
You know what it is.
Chandler. Chandler. I got it for you. How about, it's got to be a COVID name. It's got to be that's what it is.
A COVID name? What does that even mean?
Because she was made during COVID. So we
don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
You already have the boy's name. So here's what it is. What's a COVID name?
Rona.
Rona Tober. Quarantina Tober.
Quarantina. Why does it got to end with an A?
We could go Carol Baskin.
Oh, Carol Tober. Sounds like Carrie. Makes sense.
I like it.
I'm trying to think
1 minute
of
left.
people
Hold
who
on.
became relevant during quarantine.
God,
that seems like so long ago.
I feel
What
like
about Zoom Tober?
Zoom Tober. I like that.
I
lobbied for a while to get her to allow me to, if it's a girl, give her the middle name Danger. I don't think she's going to let me do that.
What about Lockdown?
That'll be like her basketball nickname, Lockdown Tober. Like the glove.
This is interesting.
How about here we go. I got one. Hold on. Tina
Tina.
Short for quarantine, not horrible. Demi for pandemic.
Demi glaze.
You know, I know
Anyway.
you said to be productive today, but I'm really starting to rethink it.
Essie. What about Essie for essential? Essie Tober?
Is there really a list that you're looking at on the internet?
No.
He's just making these up on the fly.
You're so creative today. Do you need Chandler to help you? He's the creative department.
What about Rainbow?
Ooh, DJ, Rainbow.
Rainbow.
We got a DJ name for the kid.
Phoenix.
What's the DJ's name?
All right, I've got two left.
You've been saying one.
Angus.
Big. What does that get short for?
What's up with Matilda? What's this?
It means it means unique strength.
What is Matilda's?
Plus, you can shorten this to Gus. And that's
That's the movie Matilda. I never saw it. Do you ever watch Matilda?
Matilda Tober.
No, no, but what was the principal?
You know the old story, if her name ends with an ah sound, she's going to give you a headache. No.
Oh, so what about COVID Tober?
I'm going to go with no, Adam.
Tootie? How about Tootie Tober?
Tootie's good. We'll go with Tootie. I'm just kidding.
All right. I guess we got to stop. All right, I got to go to work.
All right.
Tootie Tober it is.
Tootie Tober. Do we have a video to take us out?
Nope.
Okay, awesome. Good call today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yep.